everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about my winter favorites. This is a combination of beauty, face and body, and just random lifestyle picks. So this is what I love in the winter time. And all these products were purchased by me, so none of it was sponsored, just so you guys know. So the first thing I want to talk about is usually in the wintertime I like to burn a candle. I don't burn as much candles as I used to just because I do have a light case of asthma. So I don't really burn them as often, but you know, I tend to burn them once in a while, especially if I'm cozy in the house and I just want to feel a little bit extra warmth. This one is from IKEA, and it's a 40-hour, they say it burns 40 hours, but it's a peach smell, so it's very, very nice and refreshing. I don't like to burn these long. Any candle, I don't like to burn too long just because I'm very prone to headaches when it comes to strong scents. So I just, you know, burn it for a little bit and then blow it out. That's just what I've been doing over the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years, maybe longer. I used to have a huge stack of Bath and Body Works candles, and I used those all up, and I never really repurchased just because my headaches would get really bad. So I don't burn them often, but I mainly burn them in the winter time when I want to feel something more warmer. So, you know, winter time is a time of coziness for me. I don't know about where you guys live, but where I live in Canada, it does get quite cold. It can go from, you know, +5 to -25, and I always have to be ready. I usually wear whatever hats I have, so, you know, my hat-wise is not really, I'm not usually a hat person unless I absolutely have to, but I do have a couple pieces of clothing I want to show you. The first ones are my reading socks. These are from Chapters Indigo. I have 2 pairs of these. I have the green minty shade and I have a pink shade. These are the most cozy socks you will ever find. I found them on sale because usually they're like $50, but if you can get them on sale, they have this furry, fuzzy inside, and then they're knitted on the outside. These are so comfortable. On the bottom they have a gripper, so when you're walking around the house with them, you're not slipping around. They keep my feet warm. I have a tendency to have cold feet all year long, but it gets worse in the winter time. So these are fantastic. You can get any type of reading socks anywhere. I have a pair from La Vie en Rose. I'm pretty sure even the dollar store might carry them. They might not be the same exact, you know, quality, but the idea is still there. But these are awesome. I love these. My next piece of clothing are just cozy sweaters. Here's one in particular that I have that I picked up at TJ Maxx. This is by the brand Cable and Gauge. Cable and Gauge? Yeah. It's just it's light, but it's warm. It's just a nice, cozy sweater. And normally when I pick up my sweaters, I always try to get them with the sleeves that have the holes in them for your thumb, because I feel like that really does help me, especially when I'm wearing a lighter jacket, if I'm not wearing my big parka outside. This one doesn't have a hood, it's just got like a big neck to it, but these are so cozy and comfortable. I actually wore this when I went away to Mexico. I wore it on the plane, and then I wore it back on the plane. I found that it was just a breathable, easy, loose fitted sweater that I was nice and cozy with. In the plane, I'm really cold all the time, so this was perfect. And I think at TJ Maxx I picked it up for like, I don't know, 20, 25 bucks, so it wasn't too bad. You can find a lot of steals at TJ Maxx stores, so that is another winter favorite, are nice cozy sweaters. And then my last clothing favorite for wintertime are, and I'm wearing a pair right now in gray, these are my Calvin Klein Performance jogging pants. So this is what they look like. I actually did pick these up at TJ Maxx as well. I think I got them for like $28. Normally they run for over $50 or $60. So see how they have the Calvin Klein Performance, and then it kind of comes tapered at the bottom, which I actually like now. Before I never liked that, but now I don't know what it is. I like them now, like that more. I don't know, it's just me. On the inside, they're not fuzzy. They're actually just a regular cotton. And I must have like four pairs of these in different colors. I have 2 black, I have 2 gray, and I think I have another pair by Abercrombie & Fitch in white. So they're not all by Calvin Klein. The ones that I have in the dark colors are by Calvin Klein. I have one white pair from Abercrombie and Fitch, which I also love. Um, they're just so comfortable. You're not dragging your pants on the floor and getting them all wet because they come tapered at the bottom, which is really, convenient. You don't get salt on your clothes because they're not, again, dragging on the floor. So those are great. TJ Maxx, go check them out. My next favorite is a book. I do a lot more reading in the wintertime than I do in the summer, which you would think it's the other way around because I love to sit by the beach and read. However, in the wintertime, there's less to do and you're confined a lot inside. I'm not a skier. I'm not a snow bunny. I don't like the snow. I just want to be hibernating like a bear. Hence why I gain a little more weight in the winter because I hibernate like a bear. So I do love to read, and this is what I'm currently reading right now. When you guys see this, though, I'm thinking this will be like around March time, so I'll probably finish that book because I brought it with me to Mexico, and I didn't end up finishing it because we got sidetracked with other stuff and met so many people there and all that great stuff. But anyways, point being is that a book is definitely handy. In the winter, I always have one on hand because there's less to do in the winter here, and what better way to stay cozy than be curled up with my pants, my sweater, and my socks and reading a book with my candle lit. Just saying. Now I'm going to talk about some beauty items. So I want to talk about, I do have the Aroma Force lavender oil. This is what I like to burn at night. This is the only thing that I burn on a nightly basis, just because the lavender oil helps calm my mind and release some tension and helps me sleep at night. I do use the peppermint one as well. That's more for a lot of headaches, but the lavender really calms my anxiety. So I do use this all year round, but I use a lot more of it in the winter time because I feel that I do get more depressed in the winter. It sounds weird, but it's true. It's very true. Very, very true. So obviously in the winter also comes the, flu season. I like to use my emergency vitamin C. The raspberry flavor is my favorite. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm running low. I have purchased a backup already. These are like $12.97 at Walmart, so they're really affordable. You get 30 packs, you have one a day, so you get one each. You're covered for a month. And for $12 is actually not too bad. I'm actually, really impressed. And they do work. Immune support, energy production, healthy hair and skin and nails. They do work. I find that I have not gotten sick so far. And I've been taking these since maybe November of 2019. And I did take them last year after I'd gotten sick. So, but yeah, no, I do feel like these do help with my immune system and my energy production. And fun fact for you women out there, if you're trying to speed up the process in getting your period before you go on a trip, top up your vitamin C, and you should get it a few days earlier than planned if you are scheduled to get it on your trip. Just thought I'd let you guys know. Yeah, so the raspberry flavor has been my favorite, continues to be my favorite. I've tried a couple of the other flavors. I'm not a fan. I always go back to the raspberry one. Winter equals hydration. Dry air, brittleness, it's just all around depressing. So I always like to have a body cream on hand to keep me hydrated. I have tons of different ones. I'm showing you this one because I tend to always go back to Bath & Body Works, what are they called? Ultra Shea Body Creams, 24-hour moisture. This one happens to be frosted coconut snowball, which smells freaking amazing. It smells like a cold coconut, which I don't know what that would smell like. It just smells cold coconut. So yeah, they got the name right, frosted coconut snowball. These are really good. They have no parabens in them in this particular formula, which is why I like to purchase these type. You get 8 ounces. I go through this a month. This will last me a month if I use it every day. And I like to hydrate every day, especially in the wintertime. And me being dark right now from being on from coming back from vacation, I like to always hydrate to keep my tan longer. So this is a definite must in my winter care. Okay, so, I'm going to talk skincare now, and you guys are going to know it's going to be all about hydration. What can I say? It's just how it is. So to clean up my face, when I have a full face of makeup like I do today, in the winter I like to use a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm. The cleansing oil I have been using is the Tatcha Pure One Step Camilla Cleansing Oil. This is the travel version of it. I have 2 of these actually. I do love these. They're actually really nice. The oil is very hydrating. It breaks down all the makeup. It doesn't leave any residue. It leaves my skin hydrating. It doesn't, strip any of my natural oils. You know what I mean? So I do like this as as a first step cleanser. When I cleanse my face after that, I find that because I use the oil on my skin, it just doesn't strip any additional items off my face except for the dirt and the makeup and the oil from all of that grease that I had on top of it. But, for hydration, this is great for the winter. I do love it as a first step makeup remover. It is pricey, full price, I'm not going to lie. So if you want to try a travel size, definitely get a kit. It usually comes in a kit. And the travel size actually lasts you a long time. I only use a 1 to 2 pumps max per use, and this guy's still kicking around. So I gotta say, a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm is great for keeping hydration in your skin in the winter. Okay, so I never used to be an essence person. I never used to, toner, I would use it every now and then, but then, winter months started coming in and I had to start using a toner or an essence, or even both if I had it. The essence that I have fallen in love with, that I am devastated about the price, is the Tatcha Essence, which is this guy here, which is I think $100 or $200. Don't quote me. I think it might be $100 essence. I don't know what is in this little bottle, but it is a freaking miracle. It makes my skin soft and smooth, diminishes texture. I just don't even know. I don't even know what is in it. I've looked up some ingredients and they seem average ingredients in average skincare, so I don't really know why this is so pricey. If you guys know, let me know down below why this is so damn pricey, because I'm trying to find an ingredient in there that's like gold, and that's why it's $100. This little guy lasts me quite a while because you don't really need to use a lot. Will I repurchase in full size? I would like to, but we'll see, because it's steep. It's steep. It really hurts my heart to think about spending that amount of money on a full-sized bottle of essentially what it is, water. But it looks like water, right? It's a little bit thicker than water. But man, whatever it is, it does wonders to my skin. So I gotta say, an essence in the winter has really helped me out, and I continue to use a toner or essence that is more hydrating than stripping. I try to stay away from toners that have alcohol in them, so if you guys are having issues with your toners drying your skin out, check to see if you have alcohol in your ingredient deck of your toner. If you do, then stop using it and switch to something that doesn't have alcohol, because alcohol will dry your skin out. Tatcha Essence, damn, she's a miracle worker. My cleanser that I like to use in the winter time is any cream hydrating cleanser that I have. I happen to have the Glam Glow Thirsty Cleanse on hand. I picked these up at like a MAC warehouse sale a year or two ago for like $10 a bottle. So I had one of these and I'm using it. I'm trying to use it up. It comes with, this is the old packaging, by the way. They have them in a squeeze tube now. But anyways, I like a hydrating cleanser. More so in the morning. At nighttime, I will use more of a harsher cleanser to get rid of all of the makeup that I had from during the day. The morning, because I wake up with no makeup on, I just go in with a mild hydrating cleanser, and it helps prep my skin for makeup during the day. You can get any hydrating cleanser. I actually have one from the drugstore by CeraVe, the Hydrating Cream Cleanser. That's another good dupe. If you can't spend an arm and a leg on Glam Glow. I didn't even spend an arm and a leg on Glam Glow. This I got for $10 at the warehouse sale, so it was drugstore price at the time. Okay, so I talk about essence, I talk about cleansers. I want to talk about a serum, because usually in the winter I add a serum as well. This one happens to be a hyaluronic serum by Booster Series. This is from the Ordinary brand. It's their mid-grade skincare. So you have the Ordinary, which is the lower grade skincare. Then you have the Booster Series, which is the mid range skincare. And then you have one higher up that's a little more expensive, and that is their highest grade skincare. This one's in the middle. I think I picked it up for about $12, this hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is really great for your skin in the winter to draw moisture into your skin. In the wintertime, a lot of people are dry. The air is dry. A lot of people don't have humidifiers in their house. I'm grateful enough that my house does have that. And at my boyfriend's, I'm grateful enough that he's got a humidifier in his room so that when I'm sleeping, I'm not getting parched, because I've been in his room without the humidifier on and it is unpleasant. The dryness is unreal. So I try to include a hyaluronic acid serum or a hydrating serum of any kind in the winter to boost my skin hydration. I like to use this after Essence, and I can use it at night and during the day, which is fantastic. Another, again, moisturizing product. There's a theme here with my winter favorites. Moisture and hydration and warmth. Those are the top three. This is what I've been using now since it started to get cold. This is the Neostrata Restore Moisture Infusion Hydrating Cream. I actually got this on discount, which I was very blessed to get on discount. It doesn't really have much of a scent, but it is a super thick cream, as you can tell. I use this at nighttime. I use a lighter weight moisturizer during the day under my makeup, but at nighttime is when it really, really, really counts. So this is like a super thick hydrating cream for the night. I slather this from my forehead all the way to my boobs. No joke. From my forehead all the way to my boob area where you see where my cleavage starts? That's where I stop at. Well, I mean, I go a little bit further if there's any excess, but that's really where, like, I kind of do everything up from here up. Just because, you know, I am tan from being on holiday, and I want to keep my color as much as possible, so when you add hydration to your skin, your color will last longer. But also, it helps hydrate, regardless if you have color or not. So I really did like this. I was really quite surprisingly impressed with it. And I would consider repurchasing this again for the next winter season because it really helped my skin. It didn't break me out. It's obviously a thicker cream that will be a tiny bit on the extra hydrating, a little bit greasy side, but in the morning when I wake up, my skin is not greasy anymore. It had soaked up all of the product overnight that my skin now is just glowy, and I just like to, you know, do a hydrating cleanser in the morning just to kind of, you know, get rid of any, because I do also use a chemical exfoliant at night, even in the winter. So I still have to wash that off in the morning because I have to go in with SPF and all that kind of other stuff. But I'm telling you, if you guys need to change anything in your skincare routine, try getting yourself a thicker nighttime moisturizer and see if that really helps, because I find that this helped majorly, even without the essence step, even without the serum step. I really find that this really did help. You just have to find that good one. And then, you know, if I'm feeling extra dry where this thickness is not enough, once this cream has sunken in enough, I will go in with a oil and I will tap that on top of my face to seal everything in. This is the Farsali Pure and Potent Polynesian Facial Oil. I don't know, do I have a lot of this left? I don't even know. I think I have two-thirds of it left, or maybe a quarter of it's gone. I can't even tell right now. Yeah, I would say two-thirds of it is left. You don't need a lot. It does help with all of your skin and your hair. I put it on my lips sometimes if my lips are a little bit extra chapped and I don't want to use a lip mask. I find that it soaks into the skin really nicely. So I do like this. I, you know, will consider maybe repurchasing in the future. But there are other oils that I've been wanting to try and I have not picked up because I want to finish the oil that I do have first. But yes, an oil is helpful in the winter time. I don't usually use it too much in the summer because it's warmer. But if you're looking to try an oil, now is the time to do it when the months are a little cooler. And then finally, my final product for my winter favorites is my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I've shown you guys this in my yearly favorites. It looks like I haven't put much of a dent in it, but I really have. And I do have little minis that are laying around that I use as I go through my day. So it's not only just one pot. I have two big pots. I have two other minis that are laying around. So I do get the use out of them that I need. And you get so much product that it'll last you for, I would say, probably a year. I only use this mainly at nighttime, or if I don't want to wear a lip color, I will put this on instead. And it is a bit slippery, but it soaks up into the skin where your lips don't really slip as much as you think they would. And this scent is just fantastic. They have other scents to choose from. You can choose vanilla, there's grapefruit, there's the mint chocolate chip, which is another one of my favorite flavors. And then this is the berry one. I really do like the berry one, is I think my top. And I think the mint chocolate chip is my next one. But anyways, yes, that was my winter favorites, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And at this point, if you are wondering when or who has won my winter giveaway, you can always refer back to the giveaway video. And in the description box, it'll show you the winner at the top of where the description box is. At the top of the description box, I usually place the winner there for any of you who have not seen the winner yet. But anyways, thank you so much for joining, and stay tuned. I do have a spring giveaway coming very soon. Bye, everyone.